are at that stage of Premier League when the winners is still unknown, when the contenders of the title is still unknown, when the top four contenders is still unknown. After game match week 15, we saw another side of the Premier League, especially when Arsenal lost to Aston Villa. We saw that the Premier League table has changed shape entirely. The narrative we had before we enter game match week 15 changed automatically, because before game match week 15, we all have the mind, we all have prepared our mind, we all have agreed to an extent that Arsenal is gonna win the Premier League title this season. Because looking the way other teams are performing, there is no team more serious to compete with Arsenal to win the Premier League, to show that they are competent enough, to show the consistency, except Arsenal. But after Aston Villa defeated Arsenal, we saw another shape of the Premier League. This shape of the Premier League we saw is that the Premier League has become more competitive. Yes, it has become more competitive. That's number one. Number two, we have seen that Arsenal doesn't have all it takes yet to win the Premier League, because currently Arsenal is only leading the Premier League title with only 2 points, which means if they eventually draw a match or lose a match, the team in the second position, which is Manchester City, will overtake them, meaning that Premier League title winner is still yet unknown. Is still yet unknown. This is game match week 15. We have up to 20 something matches to play, 23 matches to go. So now at game match 15, we can't decide the winner. No wonder why Pep Guardiola said in his interview before the last international break, that is after that international break, which is the last one we just concluded, that the Premier League will start. Because we get to see teams play back to back to back to back till March next year. And you know what that means? Even with the ones that have played already, you can see fatigue in Arsenal players. You can see injury in Arsenal players. So that is why Guardiola made that statement, and it's becoming clear. It's becoming clear that this is right now that the Premier League started. And if while looking at the Premier League table, you can clearly see that true, the Premier League just started. It's just started. It's just getting interesting. The excitement is just coming. It's just coming. Do you know that the way Premier League is looking at right now, the team in the 8th position still have high chances of winning the Premier League? Yes, you heard me. A team like Manchester United, if they should go 10 matches unbeaten in the Premier League, don't be surprised you will see them in the first position. A team like Liverpool, a struggling team like Liverpool, if they go 10 matches straight without losing, you will see them at the top of the Premier League table. That's how the Premier League is looking right now. Premier League is so volatile right now that if you lose or draw any match, be you in second position, you might find yourself in the 4th position or 5th position. The way Premier League is looking right now, even the team in the first position, if you lose or draw any match, you will come down from there. Just take Chelsea as an instance. As of last week, Chelsea was in the second position, relaxing in the second position. But after 3 days, after the midweek match last week, Chelsea came down from second position to the 4th position. And there's a high probability that after the next week game now, Chelsea might come down from that 4th position to the 6th position or 7th position. That is how volatile the Premier League table is looking right now. So after Arsenal lost against Aston Villa, everything changed. The narratives changed. Even Arsenal fans are beginning to get worried. Arsenal fans are beginning to ask themselves that same question. Are we still going to bottle this season's Premier League? Are we not going to win this season's Premier League? As that question has started. If you're an Arsenal fan and you are not asking yourself that question, then you are not a real Arsenal fan. A real Arsenal fan should get worried, because it's looking like what is happening other seasons is about to happen this season. And that's one reason Arsenal fans should get worried. They should get worried. And regarding to the fact that the team in the second position is Manchester City, is a big worry. It should be a very big worry to Arsenal fans. Second position, Pep Guardiola. You all know what he's capable of. You all know what his players are capable of. And now, Pep Guardiola is picking form small. He has won three of his last Premier League games. He has won three of his last Premier League games. And the last Premier League games, Arsenal has won only one and drew one and lost one. You can see. So in the side of Manchester City are beginning to go back to their winning ways. They are beginning to pick their form gradually. The reason why Manchester City lost form or was struggling at the beginning of this season was because there is no other goal scorer apart from Haaland. But just look at their match against Sunderland. They scored 3 goals, and to their greatest surprise, Haaland was not in the score sheet. Haaland was not in a score sheet where Manchester City scored 3. Unlike before, that Manchester City will score 1, you say it's Haaland. They will score 2, you will know that it's either Haaland scored a brace or he scored once. You can see that other players are coming up to score. Foden is coming up to score. Defenders, Vardy is coming up to score. Diaz is coming up to score. Unlike other matches. So it shows that Manchester City are beginning to go back to their winning ways, which is a very dangerous one for Arsenal, who are competing for the Premier League title. Yes, it's a very dangerous one. And Guardiola is prepared. Guardiola is prepared. I don't need to tell you what Guardiola is capable of. And some of you will say, you are a Chelsea fan. Why not? Is Chelsea not in the title race? Why not talk about Chelsea? Are they not part of the Premier League? Yes, Chelsea is part of the Premier League. But looking at Chelsea, Chelsea is not in the title race. I can tell you for free, Chelsea is not in title race. Chelsea is just there to make top 4. They are just there to make the top 4. Because while looking at how Chelsea plays and the capability of their players right now and the inconsistency in the club, you can tell that Chelsea is not a team that can overshadow Arsenal and Manchester City to win the Premier League. They can't do it. They can't do it with this squad. Just look at the 2 matches we played without Caicedo. Just look at how difficult it was for us to win game. Just look at how difficult it was for us to control the game because we are missing Caicedo. Is this a team that that can go ahead and win the Premier League? What if Caicedo gets injured at the long run? What if he gets like 3 months or 4 months injury? Are we still going to win the Premier League? No. So Chelsea is not yet prepared. Chelsea is not yet there. We are not yet there. That's the gospel truth. And looking at Liverpool is a team that everybody thinks that they are coming to win the Premier League back to back. But you can see Liverpool is also struggling. Even Chelsea is better than Liverpool this season. Liverpool made a lot of signings. They spent money. They got the players, but they are not able to produce the results. They have not been able to give out their best. All this while Mohamed Salah has been staying on the bench, and what is happening is still happening. Look at their last match against was it Sunderland? No, against Leeds. Look at their last match against Leeds, leading 2-0, and Leeds coming back to equalize 2-2. You started leading again 3-2, and Leeds came back to equalize 3-3 at the 9 minutes. You can see that Liverpool is not prepared. They are not prepared this season. That doesn't dispute the fact that Liverpool can still go ahead to win the Premier League if they remain consistent from today. If they remain consistent from today, they can still go ahead to win the Premier League by the end of the season. That's how dangerous Premier League is looking right now. That's how critical it is right now. So don't write any team off. But based on the current situation, we are analyzing the teams that can go ahead to win the Premier League. Liverpool is struggling this season. They are struggling. Look at Manchester United. Manchester United too is just like Liverpool. They are twins. They couldn't win any match. They are finding it difficult to win matches. So the only teams we are seeing right now is Arsenal and Manchester City. Yeah, Aston Villa is going there, but I don't see Aston Villa as a team that is going to win the Premier League. He's not. I don't see it happening. Aston Villa highest result they can get is to make the top 4 or probably make the Europa League spot. But they cannot go ahead to win the Premier League. I'm not seeing it happening. So the way Premier League is looking right now, Premier League is still very open. It's still very open for anybody to win it. It's still very open. Now we are almost done. It's ready Manchester United to play on Monday for us to be through with match week 15. So after the match week 15, I will still come here to show us how the table is looking right now. But for the meantime, tell me what to think about the Premier League. match week 15 for those that have played. Tell me what to think about Arsenal. Tell me what to think about Manchester City. Tell me what to think about Chelsea and Manchester United and Liverpool. Which team do you think is doing well or that can go ahead to win this Premier League title? Drop what you think on the comment section. And if you are not following this channel, make sure you follow this channel so that you'll be able to see our videos next time.